4 years after New York-based advertising agency Strawberry Frog expressed interest in setting shop in India, the agency has finally landed and appointed Raj KAMBLE, the former Chief Creative Officer of BBH India, as Managing Partner and Chief Creative Officer of Strawberry Frog India. Now, let's remember, despite not having an Indian office, Strawberry Frog managed to bag an Indian client like Mahindra & Mahindra and worked for the Mahindra Rise movement. Internationally, of course, it is well known for its creative work done for brands like Emirates, BlackBerry, Frito-Lay, Google, to name a few. Now, I caught up with Scott GOODSON, the founding partner of Strawberry Frog, and Raj KAMBLE during Scott's recent visit to India to talk about their India plans, the organization structure, why the timing was perfect now, and everything in between. Take it away. You said that, you were talking to many partners and you were really scouting the market as to, the best and the right way to really enter this really complex market called India. But you've obviously come in on your own, despite you chatting with many partners. So what happened? Didn't you find any suitable mate for the Indian market?
At the beginning of this year, Strawberry Frog globally entered into a partnership with APCO, which is one of the world's largest PR and stakeholder engagement firms. And they had a great vision. They have 35 offices around the world, and they're experts in their field. And we felt it was a really nice combination because Strawberry Frog's pedigree is global, and having a partner that had great infrastructure on a global basis was right for Strawberry Frog. So together with them, and they're a very accomplished organization, we plotted out how we could best enter the market here from a position of strength.
Raj, what is your mandate from Strawberry Frog Global for the Indian market? I mean, we've seen so many new agencies, actually startup agencies, in the last couple of years. That how would you position yourself? I mean, are you a so-called startup agency? Of course, I know you bill yourself as the new cultural movement agency. Yeah. So without the semantics, I mean, why do you think? What's your mandate here, and what are you going to bring to the table for clients that they haven't already seen?
When I was working in New York, I was working actually a competition to Strawberry Frog, the agency I was working for. And we always have a fear in our big networks that this small agency can put something on the table in the pitch that we unexpected, but they're so relevant that they get the business.
Sure.
So something they bring very innovative and different. I'm liking it. Some long time I was having that desire to do something with Scott, but sometimes things happen differently and I decided to go with BBH. But now I think I'm so glad I'm in the right place.
I mean, you talked about, you were working with BBDO, and then of course, and then you came into India from New York and you joined BBH. And BBH in India is also pretty much a startup agency. I mean, that's how they pitch themselves. And you've now joined another startup agency, at least in India. What was the fundamental problem with BBH, and why do you think the same problems will not occur with Strawberry Frog?
I think sometimes you have to, I didn't mean to interrupt, you have to sort of kiss a few girls before you know which one you want to marry. So I think...
No, I think BBH was not same. I tell you, the BBH was, when I joined BBH was already a 3-year-old agency. The culture is already set. Sure. The people were already set. I was just maybe a second, they have another ECD before managing partner, and I was the second one there. So lots of things was done before. So the canvas was for me, it was a big but at the same time, the rules was defined. Plus here is completely, and the thing is here is Scott is another big reason for me. Scott is not he's my friend. I can call him anytime and talk about any subject, compared to working for a company to working with my own partner, work with my own company. So I think that is something different here. For me, it was not right fit. I lived last 10, 12 years abroad, and I have a very clear how I want to run the company. And everybody has a point of view. We are 4 different people coming together first time, and somehow it didn't work out.
So but obviously 4 bosses, your 4 people at the helm is not a structure that is really conducive to efficiency.
But no, I can't say that.
No, I'm saying that. Scott, I'm sure you have met several clients, Indian clients, before you actually took this major step of setting shop in India. What's the kind of response you've gotten to how you pitch yourself, and have you got any client commitments?
I think there are basically 4 sort of buckets of clients that we I think would like to work with. There's obviously clients that are Indian clients in the domestic market
Sure.
that want to do cultural movements. Then there are Indian brands that are expanding globally.
Sure.
And we want to help them reach new markets in Europe and Asia and Asia and the U.S.
Yeah.
There's also clients out there, huge organizations that are trying to redefine themselves for this new world, that would like to work with a stakeholder engagement PR firm that is in a great partnership with a brand specialist like Strawberry Frog. So that partnership with APCO. And then the fourth one is just really cutting edge clients that are looking for, big ideas that are tackling the big issues in the world.
So how does it work? He's managing partner and chief creative officer, but so he will be the one who also. So he's also the CEO, right? For all practical purposes. So you're
Correct.
going to have a CEO and your head creative person fused into one. So he'll not only be responsible for BD, which is business development, but also ensuring creative quality and output.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You actually think that works?
I think in today's world, you have to have an organization of hybrids. You need to have people who are creative, but also have business savvy. Clients today don't just want to meet creative people that are just creative and don't have an understanding of what the business objectives are. At the same time, they don't want to have, a planner that doesn't really understand creativity. So creative planning, business development, and creative management, that's the future. People that can run and chew gum at the same time, people that are hybrids.
How has the slowdown impacted, a fluid agency like Strawberry Frog?
Well, what's happening in America today is a lot of chief marketing officers are standing up in boardrooms and saying, we have a new strategy, it's called Facebook, and we're cutting our media spend by 80%, and we're going to do a robust social media campaign, and the board says, oh, that's fantastic, we've saved $80 million. So I think, the industry as a whole in Europe and the US obviously is impacted by the economic challenges, but we've always grown in a slowdown. Slowdowns challenge clients to think twice about their investments.
They're also less prone to taking risks. And,
Sure.
And as of now, you might look like a risk.
I think the clients look to Strawberry Frog as a next generation challenger brand who understands where the world is going and can maximize their investment in today's world in a smart way. If you're a client and you have, like a client, we work with Pampers globally, all the digital social media. 4 years ago, their consumer was 24-year-old mother who always watched soap operas. Within 6 months, they never watched TV anymore. And the whole marketing structure was geared towards producing television ads for soap operas that had no audience. Overnight, they went from watching soap operas to living on Facebook. So that dramatic shift, which is, for a $10 billion, one of the biggest brands in the world, has some massive significance. So where's the risk in that? We don't attract clients that need, a huge account management infrastructure, because that's not who we are.
Thank you very much, and all the very best to both of you. And we sincerely hope that Strawberry Frog makes some giant leaps in the Indian market.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sonali.